But the losers, I want to get into Peter Sagan because his Bora Hansgrohe team, they did so much work for him all day. He
So
kind of
much.
messed up the intermediate sprint. Which, okay, he let Matteo Trenin get the jump on him. And Trenin, he's behind him in the points, but Trenin was the first person to challenge Sagan for the intermediate sprint on stage one. So we're seeing, I don't know, Sagan, he should have gotten that. He waited too late. I thought he would have learned
He
his
did.
lesson for the finish. He did not learn his
Yeah.
lesson. Completely boxed in. And you're exactly right, Alex. Sagan is this really aggressive, muscly, put his elbows out, put his hips into people in the sprints, and he thinks that he can just move people around
Yeah.
because, for a long time, he was that good. He was a three-time world champion, and that comes with clout and a lot of confidence. And Peter Sagan, if he wanted to take your wheel, you just let him take your wheel because he was that good and he commanded that much respect. But he isn't on that same level that he was in years past, and he isn't able to just boss his way through the sprints anymore. He got completely boxed in. Brian Cocard came shooting around him. People were coming around him to the left. He was fighting with Wout van Aert on the right. Wout van Aert was so mature. He took the inside line, waited until he got a free shot, and he went for it. Peter Sagan waited too long and got to a point where he had to barge his way in between Michael Gogol and
Yeah.
Hugo Hofstetter on this left-hand side of the road to try to salvage his sprint. And I think what happened is Peter Sagan made contact with Hofstetter, who was on his left, and my guess is that contact pressed his front derailleur shifter button, and he put himself in the little ring. Whatever the case, he came out of that tight gap that he put himself into, unable to sprint. He had some kind of drive chain hiccup. I think he probably put himself into the little chain ring, ruined his sprint, and I feel for the guy. After your team does that much work for you throughout the day and you go onto the team bus with the top 15, that
Hanging
doesn't
your
cut
head.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. And, it's something to be said for mechanical shifting, I guess, if that truly was the case. So, yeah, I mean, he'll live to fight another day. It's not the end of the world. But I think, Sagan could have been a bit smarter the way he handles the sprint. He has to be more efficient.